Hi, and welcome to another production of Martinis with Nick. We started drinking early this episode, but not me alone. Oh no. Me and my special guest here. Oh, Miss Michele Volansky.
Hi. We've been drinking.
Michele Volansky is chair and associate professor of theater at Washington College and an associate artist for Playpen. She has worked on over 150 new and established plays and has served on the artistic staffs at Actors Theater of Louisville, Steppenwolf Theater Company, and Philadelphia Theater Company. She has served as an artistic consultant for the TCG Playwright Residency Program, a reader for Eugene O'Neill Center's National Playwrights Conference, and the New York Shakespeare Festival / the Joseph Papp Public Theater's Emerging Voices Program, and is the 1999 inaugural co-recipient of the Elliott Hayes Award for Dramaturgy. She is a past president of the Literary Managers and Dramaturgs of the Americas, and her book on playwriting in collaboration with Bruce Graham, entitled The Collaborative Playwright, was published in March 2007 by Heinemann Press. And tonight, she's going to help me eat very tiny cephalopods. Michele, thank you very much for joining me here on Martinis with Nick. Nostrovia. With my beautiful new tablecloth from Budapest.
It's fantastic.
My wife and I just came back from a vacation in Budapest. We got this lovely little thing here, and
You like saying Budapest.
I love saying
I know,
Budapest
I can tell.
so
I can
flippin'
tell.
much.
I just love living playwrights. I love being in the room with live playwrights. The dead ones are just, they're pushovers.
Plus they smell funny.
They smell so
Oh
bad.
my god.
Oh my god. Even if you throw a lavender banquet or a bouquet around them, forget it.
The living ones smell bad enough.
The living ones, yeah, especially those that come from Brooklyn. But Edward Albee was coming to talk to University of, what's now University of the Arts. It was Philadelphia College of blah, blah, blah. And I was doing a book report on Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. That probably should have been a tip-off at some point with my love of martinis. So I called his agent and said I'd like to spend some time with Mr. Albee. And they gave me some time. And he answered all of my questions. And
You were like 16 years old?
I was 16.
Yeah.
And so in my citations of my book report, I was like, how do I cite a personal interview? And my high school English teacher was like, I'm sorry, what? And I said, yeah, I spent Saturday afternoon. My dad went with me, took some notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did your teacher
I got an
lose
A.
his mind?
I got an A, yeah. I had a class with Rick Davis, who was the dramaturg at Center Stage and a professor at Washington College. And it was me and another student, and she did none of the reading or homework. And I was like, you are a slacker, young woman. But what it turns out is that...
Did you really say that?
I did. I was like, I am pulling all the weight. You
Yeah.
were just sitting there doing, oh, we're not showing up. Some days she just wouldn't show up. I'm like, when there were 2 people in class,
You kind of notice.
please show up.
Yeah.
The class was dramatic theory, and Rick and I started talking about dramatic theory, and then we went and saw a ton of plays and talked about the structure of them and how plays are built and the idea of dramaturgy. And he said, you ask a lot of annoying questions. You have a great ease with people. You can understand you've learned the things in the class. You've learned about dramatic theory and about structure, the wants and objectives. He's like, you should be a dramaturg. Call me when you're a dramaturg. And I call him at every career move I've ever made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are still great friends. We drink martinis. You like that story?
It's a very good story.
It's a good story, right? Is he weeping? Oh my god! Now he wants to be a dramaturg. You're a dramaturg, and you're a dramaturg, and you're a dramaturg.
He is. He's just thinking about The Last Samurai.
Oh yeah.
That always makes
It makes him cry a little bit.
still haven't gotten over.
Oh my god, Ken Watanabe is gonna talk! Playwrights are moody, tempestuous, self-centered, alcoholic bastards.
Yeah.
Barely capable of interacting with other human beings. Why are you working with us?
Is that a direct quote? Did I say that at some point? Crap, you've really done your own work, haven't you? Because the playwrights tell stories. Come on. Right? It's really hard to write a good play.
But we're not pleasant people.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Why not?
Because the end game. What? I mean, let me push back on the statement just initially. That's not always true, right? I mean, I think that everybody is that at some point. Everybody. What are the words you use? Tempestuous.
Moody, tempestuous, self-centered, alcoholic.
Yeah, that describes me on a Tuesday. My friend Anna, who's the artistic director at Steppenwolf, says that she is an interpretive artist rather than a generative artist. And I'm in awe of generative artists, people who can create something out of nothing. And so I think that I have a great luxury in my life to get to spend time with generative artists, because not everyone gets to do that. So if someone's going to be cranky, I gotta spend 6 hours with Bruce Graham in a rehearsal room, it's mostly worth it.
So you've worked with some of America's finest playwrights.
I have.
Including, and this is an amazing list, Lynn Nottage, Sam Shepard, Jeffrey Hatcher, Adam Rapp, Bruce Norris, Donald Margulies, Lucy Thurber, and Jordan Harrison. How have you tricked so many important people into thinking you're that talented?
It is really startling.
You worked on Buried Child.
I did.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Why would you rewrite that play? Sam was a very different person when he wrote it in 74 versus who he was in 94, 95. And so, to try and get back into that headspace had to have been complicated. And
Well, I assume he didn't. I assume he was just coming at it from a different place.
No, I think he was trying to get back into that place. I mean, I think it was a yes and situation, right? I think it was, I want to get back into that headspace, and I also want to reflect upon it. He's the only writer I've ever, many writers say, if I could go back and work on that play, and many writers do go back and work on plays, but he expressly said the old version should not be the one that's licensed. So he's taken that one off the table, and the one that we did at Steppenwolf that was done in New York is the official one these days. And I don't think that I was as assertive a dramaturg at that point with Sam Shepard, right?
When was this roughly?
1995.
Okay.
I was 26. It was my second show at Steppenwolf. Ethan Hawke was in it. Gary Sinise was in it.
Oh my god.
Terry Kinney was directing it. And so when Sam Shepard would call my house, my then husband would be like, "What is happening to us?" I'm like, "We're in an apartment this big in Chicago." I'm like, "I don't know what's happening to us."
Sam Shepard won't let you alone.
Sam Shepard won't let me alone. Why do I have to buy booze for Sam Shepard?
Well, that's.
But you just do that. You're a dramaturg. You pick up dry cleaning and you buy booze. Those are also things that good dramaturgs do.
Well, plus it's Sam Shepard.
It's
So
Sam
that's
Shepard.
almost the question almost answers itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure that guy has booze. You know, he was no longer 25. He was 45. Right, or whatever the ages were. And so I think that he was just thinking about all those things that you think about when you're not 25 or 22. So I think he was in his way of asking, as again, many artists do this, in an attempt to figure out what's my humanity and what's my mortality, and the only way he knew how to do it was through his art. And so if this is a play that's personal to him, he was trying to chip away and figure out the answers to his own questions through the characters in the play.
Jesus.
It's exhausting.
It sounds awful.
napkin.
I'm not looking for it.
I got it.
This is the worst interview.
Is it really? It's terrible, isn't it?
It's not great.
Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, although, you know what? I'm mostly disappointed in you.
Me too.
Again. Oh, again.
I knew I should have interviewed the octopus.
You totally should have. It would have given you better sound bites. Most theater sucks because our system is broken. I think that the regional theater system of subscriber pockets, subscriber bases, forces theaters to not take risks, right? And we play it safe and feel like they have to appeal to a wide range of audiences. I mean, when I read plays, I can tell the heat that comes off of it, right? Like, I can tell that a writer has something to say, and that if they don't get it out, they will literally die. And I don't think that if you're programming a season and you have to think about a building and you have to think about insurance and you have to think about all of the economics of it or the capitalism portion of it, it's hard to find that heat. And so, or trust that heat. So if we had a system where plays were just produced when the artists involved said, let's just do it. We trust it, as opposed to saying, okay, it's February, we have to pick 5 plays and let's program them in and hope for the best. Like that, it'll say FAM at the end.
FAM.
F-I-M. FAM.
I don't think you're saying it right.
How do you say it?
FAM.
That's not how you say it. You are so making that up.
You're overpronouncing the I.
I'm overpronouncing the I? Oh, good God. Good grief. Is this how everyone goes? Does it go to this place?
Often.
Often, yeah.
I want to thank my special guest again, Michele Volansky, for coming over here and.
Thank you so much, Nick.
Yeah.
I had a great afternoon.
Terrific.
Thanks.
That's a wonderful thing to say.
Thanks.
You with your face and your 2 eyes. Yeah. So stay tuned after the credits to see Michele Volansky's hidden talent.
I think more playwrights in America would like it if I kept my fist in my mouth. That's my hidden talent. I don't know what it says about my mouth or my hand, but
I'm speechless.
I think that's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap. I feel like you're ordering a sandwich from a Hungarian. You don't speak a word of Hungarian.
So you're just talking louder? No paprika!